Okay, boys and girls, here are our vocabulary words for jalapeno bagels this week. I have a theme. Our first word is bakery. Bakery is a place where bread, pies, cakes, and pastries are made or sold. So the bakery in our town makes the best muffins. Grandma makes bought an apple pie at the bakery. A bakery smells like fresh baked bread. So some synonyms and examples. Sorry, I'm moving myself around here. Some synonyms and example would be a bake shop, a pastry shop. You could put Morris Bakery. They have delicious things there. It's not fast food. It's not a sit-down restaurant. They're just baking those sweet things. Batch. A batch is a quantity of something made at the same time. So it's a quantity is a certain number, and they're made all together. Mom made a batch of rolls. Chloe's supposed to make a batch of cupcakes for the bake sale. We ordered a batch of t-shirts for the softball team. So some synonyms and examples I was coming up with: bunch, amount, bundle. It is not just one thing. Okay, a batch is a certain number all together at the same time. Boils means to cause liquid to bubble and give off steam by heating it. So I hope you see this boiling water here. She boils water to make tea. If the milk boils too much, it will burn. Heats the soup until it boils gently. So again, you can tell when it's boiling because it has those bubbles. So I have bubbles, sizzle, steam. It's not freezing, it's not cold. So it's really, really, really hot. You never want to touch boiling water. Braided, and you can see, look, the spread is braided. And girls, hopefully you know or have more of a connection when you braid your hair like that. It's the same thing. So it's woven or intertwined. Her braided hair had ribbons in it. The licorice sticks in the jar were braided. Dory got a braided bracelet for her birthday. So it's interlaced or woven together. So when you take your hair, okay, and then you do this with it. Oops, you need 3 to weave them together. You can do that with bread too. Okay, you can do a string. There's lots of different things you can braid. So it's not. So the opposite would be straightening that out or untwisting it. Dough is a soft, thick mixture of flour, liquid, and other things, which breads, biscuits, cakes, and pie crusts are made out of. When you knead dough, you press and squeeze it. So when you're kneading that dough, oops, I'm showing my hands, pressing it and squeezing it. He cut round circles of dough to make biscuits. She shaped the dough into a mound and placed it in the oven to bake. Okay, so it's bread. You can make bread with it. You can also make Play-Doh and some different things with it. You know, the pie crusts. It's not meat or fruit. Oh, and also I want to talk about dough. Sometimes we use in another way, like, oh, did you make the dough? That's money. So that's a multiple meaning word. That's later this week you guys are going to go over. So I just want to kind of have you think that in the back of your head. When you're doing your sentences, I want you to use dough like in our definition, the mixture, the flour and the liquid and the other things. And here we have ingredients. They're just parts of a mixture. Ingredients in flour or in bread are flour, yeast, water, and salt. Tomatoes, olive oil, onions, and garlic are the ingredients in my pasta sauce. I don't think we have all the ingredients to make pancakes. So it's part of the mixture, it's the pieces, it's whatever goes into something. Okay, those are all the ingredients. So I said it's not like the whole thing all together. That's when you put the ingredients together. Okay, I was kind of trying to come up with something that you could see was a non-example. So the ingredients are just the pieces of it. Okay, and then once you put it all together, you make something. Mixture, okay, is a mixed condition. I like to have the kids usually do this when we talk about mixture because you're mixing it all together. A mixture of peanuts and raisins makes a great snack. He put a mixture of ketchup, honey, and pepper on his chicken wings. The movie was a mixture of comedy and action. So it's like a combination. You're blending it together. It is not separating or taking it apart. So those are the words for this week for vocab.